perfect. I mean, that's a lot of it is what we've been doing. You can see everybody at the table today. This is pretty much, we have a core group of people who come every month, and then we have people who obviously pop in throughout the year that can pop in as their schedules permit. But on the back of your paper, your agenda, is an overview of what the coalition is in a nutshell. This is, we just got our grant, and we were interviewed while we were down in DC, and somebody asked what the value of receiving a DFC coalition was. And I said it really went from a group of people who want to make a difference in the community to a group of people who knew systematically how to do that correctly. I mean, they really gave us the tools to put this in place. And on the back of the paper, where if you look at the blue box, increased community collaboration and awareness. That's one of the main goals of the grant. All of those entities, departments, individuals have to be a part of our coalition in order for us to even get this funding. We have to show that we have a relationship with them, that we work together with them, and that they are really part of us. So when Savannah and I went to Washington, D.C., we represented everybody who's part of the coalition. It wasn't just Savannah and I. And we made that very clear, that the coalition is made up of many, many people. Whether they're tying ribbons on keys, like some of our volunteers do, or advocating for us in Concord, or helping us do programming in the schools, all of those things come together. We all have to work together on those things. And then the wheel, the little, it's called SPIF wheel, and assessment, capacity, planning, implementation, and evaluation. That's how we do all of our programming. And this is the 6-page document that's submitted with our grant that has all of those things outlined in it for the programs that the coalition puts in place. And I'll use the summer series as an example. The rec department let us partner with them this summer, and we offered the fun part of their concert series. I think it went amazing. I mean, the outturning of people, they had their whole group of people who were there for watching the music, and then the kids came and families came. It was just a great partnership.
Can I say something? I was there with my grandchildren about every week, and they had a ball. It was awesome. Thank you, everybody. It was, and I sing in the praises. Anybody that'll listen to me.
Thank you. So it's really a family-friendly event because adults enjoy the music, the kids, and I will say, we have attempted to do that program for many years, and each year we evaluate it. And how is that program working? Are the people coming out to the events? Are the kids having fun? Is it worth our resources? Because we need to justify. We're a nonprofit, we have a budget, and we can't always figure out the best place to put we don't want to invest our funding in something that's not necessarily working. And this year we had Joss, who was an intern with us, who's very passionate about the summer series, and she had Jacob helping her, and they just put on a phenomenal program. And so that's something we want to continue to keep doing. That's something we can justify keep doing. We have Project Safeguard. All of our events, we have to see how they're doing and evaluate them, see if we can continue doing, because we have to justify our funding. The programs that are listed on there, the 7 strategies for community change, we try to focus on all of these things because we know that they're proven things that can make a difference. Providing information is obviously something that we do at these meetings and through email and other venues. Enhancing skills. I'm really excited that Tina actually let us we are sending 3 school staff to Nanny New Hampshire Connect suicide prevention training. So that's something that we've been offering for a long time, but that's going to continue the sustainability of that program. So
I'm really excited about that, and I appreciate it because you know, you hooked us up with the right workshop and providing the funding, and it's a great opportunity. And having our own trainers with your help will make it more flexible because we do have limited professional development time, and so it's hard to make arrangements, but this is going to open up a lot of opportunities for us.
Thanks. Now again, that was an opportunity that popped because we had the relationships at the table. Providing support would be an example of the youth action meetings that we do, and Christine working with the youth at the middle school and the high school, and then they can speak eloquently in front of the President of the United States with the skills that they've learned as part of those groups, so that's a great job. Enhancing access and reducing barriers to care and support. We have Karen here in the room with Granite Pathways. We've done an amazing job with them. That's just one example. We have Lamprey Healthcare. I know we've worked with Elliot in the past. Just providing the information for where people can access help, where they may not know where to go for that. Changing consequences, incentives, and incentives. We have our My Choice Diversion Program, which is kind of in limbo at the moment, but we're looking to bring that back in. But that would be an example of what that would be. And there are also obviously other examples. And physical design, we've done some work with our parks, the signage around the town common. Kim was just asking about that the other day, the work that, again, our young people did on preventing smoking on the town common. Signs went out, that's made a huge difference. So those are just small examples of all of the things that we've put in place, but we need to keep looking at that and how can we change things. But that, again, goes back to the wheel, that we don't never sit still, we always have to keep moving forward, which can be exhausting. But it's all good stuff. So that's a nutshell of what we do. I don't know if you have anything you want to add or if you want questions from anybody?
No, does anybody have any questions for me regarding how we look to leverage the municipality to address this issue, or any recommendations on what we can do? Yes, sir.
I have a question. I'm Bill Sparks. I'm on the board of the coalition. The question I have, thanks for coming, Joe. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for leaving.
Working on sustainability, we have about 18 projects that our team is doing. And it's a small and not adequately funded. Of course, everybody would say that. But my question is, what are your thoughts about supporting us with the facilities that we might be able to gain through your advocacy and the support that we need with everything that's going on? You know, I see.
Yeah, so I don't mean to repeat the same message all the time, but when I came into Raymond, one of the things that I asked is kind of the condition, the agreement of employment, is that we'd be able to develop a 20-year strategy in this municipality to address a myriad of issues and also to achieve our potential. Now, I would offer that when, in the 3 months that I've been here, I think we've had multiple, 2 or 3 drug-related fatalities, multiple drug deaths. These are going to be huge hurdles to achieving the potential of the municipality. So drafting a 20-year plan that the community can get behind and saying, okay, we're going to have to invest in this area and offer up a 501c a location. Right now we do. We offer a location. However, the honest answer too is that even our staff, if you come, I ask you guys to come check out Town Hall. That building is, I mean, I have to figure out, I have to get a little GPS to get to the front tax office because it's so cut up. So we are, literally, I have to interrupt everybody that's doing work to cut through to get through it. So we are limited on infrastructure as it is, as a municipality as a whole. So we do the best we can there. But I think by giving, you have 2 offices right now. We have to solve the coalition space issue, we have to solve the entire municipality space issue. On top of that, we have, I do think that the 18 projects that you're looking at, I do think that those things we kind of work together and kind of figure out what are our priorities from a collective on what we should go after. We've discussed about possibility of taking the old tannery site and creating that into something, instead of blight, into something that we can do as a community, as a park, as a fairground, something that we can utilize as a community where maybe the people in the town, the children in the town have a place to go recreate, because I do believe wholeheartedly recreation is, from the onset, and sports are a deterrent for drugs. And I do agree that not having people smoke or drink in the common areas is, around our children, is probably a good example we want to display. But the short answer is I think we have to write a strategy. We have to fix the overall municipality infrastructure issues first. We can't go out and just say, okay, let's get the coalition a building, because there'll be a faction of the town that will run me out by doing that. So, but we do have a lot of issues. We give what we can, I think. Like I said, we have
Absolutely.
2 offices right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully the roof doesn't fall in. That's what we're kind of hoping for. So.
Where's the tannery or